Good day. Welcome to another session on trigonometry. I am Ali Meridwan Abiodun, your instructor, and today's lesson we shall be treating trigonometric ratios. And here are the contents of what we shall be treating today. Okay, so we shall start from right angle triangle. You know, a right angle triangle is a triangle in which one angle is right angled. That is 90 degree. So from this particular triangle given here, is a diagram of a right angle triangle. We have the given angle theta. So we have the given angle theta. The side facing the given angle theta is called the opposite, while the longest side of the triangle, right, of the right angle triangle is called the hypotenuse, which is the side facing the angle 90 we are given here. And the side in which the angle is facing on is called the adjacent. Again, the side that is facing the given angle theta here is the opposite. The side facing the angle 90 here is the hypotenuse, which is also the longest side of the right angle triangle. And the side in which the angle is sitting on here is called the adjacent. I hope you understand. Okay, let's move to trigonometric functions. You know, trigonometric functions are functions which relate an angle of a right angle triangle to ratio of two side lengths. And you know, there are three basic functions in trigonometry, each of which is one side of a right-angled triangle divided by the other. And the basic trigonometric ratios are the sine, the cosine, and the tangent. And we have some other ratios such as cotangents, the secants, and the cosecants. Okay, we understand this better when we get to the meaning of SOHCAHTOA. Okay, now to the meaning of SOHCAHTOA. You know, SOHCAHTOA is just an acronym that is used to aid in remembering which function to use in a particular circumstance. So means it means the sine of the angle given. So here the angle given is theta. So sine is the opposite of our hypotenuse. Ka is the adjacent of our hypotenuse. Toa, which is tangent, is the opposite of our adjacent. So for each of the syllable, so the first letter here, which is sine, looking at the diagram, the first letter here, which is sine. So sine theta, theta is given angle here. So we might not be given theta in all circumstances. So for here, we're given angle, theta to be angle. So it can be angle can be anything. Sine A, B, C, D, alpha, gamma, and the likes. So here we are given theta. So sine theta, the first letter here will indicate the trigonometric ratio, which is S sine. So sine of the angle, tan theta equals to opposite of our hypotenuse. The second letter will be the one at the numerator, while the third letter will be the one at the denominator. So sine theta equals to O, which is opposite over H hypotenuse. I hope you understand. Okay, cos theta here too for K. So the first letter here is C, which is cos theta. The second letter is the adjacent, which will be the one at the numerator A, and the third letter is H, which will be at the denominator, which is H. So cos theta equals to adjacent over hypotenuse. As for 2, we have the T, which is tan theta, equals to O, opposite, over A, adjacent. So those are the three basic functions in trigonometry, and some other functions too. We have the sec, cosec, and the cot. And here the cot here is called the cosec, cosecant, 1 over sine theta, sec, which is 1 over cos theta, and cot, which is 1 over tan theta. So let's check some worked examples. So we're given this example here. We have to find the unknown side here, which is D. So if we can see from this particular triangle, we can see the fourth angle given here is 40 degrees. And the side facing, we know the side facing the angle given is called the opposite. So D here is the opposite. And the side facing the angle 90 is the hypotenuse. So 10 here is the hypotenuse. So which of the trigonometric ratios can we use here? So if you see very well, we have in the opposite, we have in the hypotenuse. So the best trigonometric ratio we can use there is so, which is sine theta. Sine theta combines opposite and hypotenuse. So sine 40 will be equals to opposite, which is D, over hypotenuse, which is 10. So we now cross multiply. So D will be equals to 10 multiplied by sine 40. You know, we should recall that in our last class we discussed different measurements of angle. The angle can be measured in degree, radian, and even gradient. So, but it is popularly measured in degree. So as you can see that we have it here in degree. So make sure that your calculator is in degree. So in order for you not to have a wrong answer. So you press sine 40, multiply by 10 on your calculator, we have this. So, and D will equal to 6.43. I hope you understand. Okay, let's take another example. In this example here, we are given two sides and we are told to find the unknown angle. How do we find the unknown angle? Always remember that in a right angle triangle, we are given this angle theta. The side facing the angle theta is called the what? The opposite. And the longest side, you can see this angle 90 here. We have, we're having angle 90 here. And the side facing the angle 90 is called what? The hypotenuse. So here we are having the opposite and we are having the hypotenuse. So which trigonometric ratios are we going to use here? So the best we can use here is sine. So anyone, if we use tan theta, it will not be applicable. Cos will not be applicable. So the only one that will be applicable here is sine. So which is opposite or over hypotenuse. So we know that theta, sine theta equals to opposite over hypotenuse. So, but here we want to find the value of theta. So theta will be sine inverse of opposite over hypotenuse. And our opposite is 12 and our hypotenuse is 13. So opposite over hypotenuse will be sine inverse of 12 over 13, which it gives us 67.38013. So approximately, which is equals to 67 degrees. I hope you understand. Okay, in summary, we know that they will have three basic trigonometric ratios, which are the sine, cosine, and the tangent. And we have some other ratios too, which are cotangent, secant, and cosecant. And we know that a right angle triangle is a triangle in which one angle is right angle. And to implement these trigonometric ratios, we must have a right angle triangle. Okay, so here are the exercises I have for you today. We solve for the unknown values. So in the first one you solve a value of k, you find the angle x in the second question, and the third question you find for the you solve for the unknown side x. So here are the answers to the exercise to the task I gave you. Uh, so try to work it out and check if you have the correct answer. So and check if you have the correct answers. Okay, thanks so much for having us today, and thanks so much for being there. If you have any question, feel free to contact us. Thanks so much. Have a fruitful day.